Hi, I'm Pete Hutchins of Chris Ham Riding Estate Agents and welcome to Wood End Farm. This is a stunning farmhouse equestrian facility sat in approximately 18 acres. Formal gardens, there's paddocks, there's outbuildings, there's sheds, there's stables, triple garage and so much more, all surrounded by, in our opinion, some of the best countryside in the world. There's so much to see here, quite literally, so enjoy this video tour, take a look at our photos and our floor plans, and let's go and have a good look round. So most of you may be using a sat-nav to get to Wood End Farm, but we just thought we'd stop here because the sat-nav will take you to Schoolfold Lane, which is technically the address of the property. But our advice is don't go up this road because there's a much more direct route, which we're just going to take you through now. So a few hundred yards or metres further up from where we just stopped, at the top of Wood Lane North, you'll see ahead of you an old pub called the Miners Arms, and you'll also see a property called Nursery Cottage on the corner. Just turn up right past Nursery Cottage as if you're heading to the marina, and that will take us to the driveway for Wood End Farm. Let's go and have a look. So we just thought we'd stop on our way because underneath this bridge, just down there, you can see the very popular and picturesque Middlewood Way, perfect for jogging, dog walking, taking a leisurely stroll. Absolutely amazing to have on your doorstep. So as we trundle towards the driveway of Wood End Farm, we come over this lovely canal bridge, and this, of course, is the home of the local marina, and this whole area is a hive of activity, a real countryside hub. There's a cafe, there's even a wedding garden, and there's even a petting zoo. And just nearby there is a park home area as well, so this brings a lovely amount of tourists to the area. It's just a very pleasant place to be. So here we have the cordoned off entrance to Lime View Marina, which is all nicely separate, and just up this track here we have the driveway, which is the first on our right. Let's go. So before we head down the drive, obviously you perhaps will know there's approximately 18 acres in this total site, and it's split up largely into two large fields at the top, and then there's another large field next to the work units, which we will show you in more detail. But of course, do look at our aerial site plan, do look at the drone footage to see how it works together, and we're just going to take you through this land all the way down to the barns and the sheds. Just thought we'd take a minute to stop here in the middle of one of these vast fields. Of course, you've seen this drive through, you've seen this from above, but being here, it's absolutely unbelievable. Amazing land, pretty flat really, if not pan flat in some areas. The views, fabulous, absolutely incredible. Out to the Peak District, gorgeous Cheshire countryside, what could be better? Just behind me there as well, we've got Lime Park, which is a very prestigious neighbour to have, of course. So this really is absolutely wonderful. You've got to come and see it. Now we're just going to carry on down the driveway and get to the work buildings because there's so much to see there. So of course this property is very much an equestrian facility, so as we get closer to the work buildings and the main residence, got to show you the menage. High quality post and rail, brilliant floor covering there. This is a great size and an amazing view to ride around to. So this menage sits just behind the work buildings, which are of great quality and really exciting. So we're going to show you those now. So this is a fabulous building, as you can see, perfect for vehicles. Got a nice hard standing ramp there to bring in vehicles of many sizes. Fantastic secure roller shutter door there. Really good solid construction. I mean, take a look at the vehicles that you can fit in here. Thought my Land Rover was big enough, but there's space for agricultural machinery, heavy plant in here, motorhomes, tractors, whatever you want, whatever your business may be, it's going to be great for storing large vehicles and much, much more. There's power, there's lighting in here. It's got a great dry feel to it. It really is a high quality building. And nowadays, these are extremely expensive to erect, as you'll surely know. So to have this in situ, such a size, ready to go, and there's plenty more where this came from. So of course, you get a good look at that building from the outside. Not just that door, you'll have seen there's another door there and a pedestrian door. Perfect. And here we've got large steel post sheds. This is just really useful to have for your more robust machinery or, again, storage. You can see there's been some fence posts and some jumps stored here for the horses. Like I say, a real working equestrian facility. You'll really like to have this for your horse box. It's going to see a lot of use, I'm sure. And moving on down, we've got these huge stable sheds, come loose boxes, whatever you need to use these for your equestrian day-to-day use. These are, for want of a more professional word, massive and really good condition, very usable. Love to see these metal gates on the front, all well used and well working. Another one just there, plenty of space for the feeding nets on the side, and then again, a bit more of a hay store, come tack store here. And coming from these larger spaces, we've got internal access there. Of course, there is external access on the other side, but we thought we'd take you through here to show you just how user-friendly this whole facility is. So here we've got these smaller stabling storage units. Again, depending what you're doing here, it may be equestrian, it may not be, but having all this really user-friendly space is great. Drinking trough there. And moving around here, we've got the purpose-built stables. Good to see the rubber matting flooring just laid here, ready to go into these boxes whenever you need to use them. Really separated nicely into various sizes, but real good quality, purpose-built. You're not going to regret having these here. So with vehicle access to one side, pedestrian to the other, you come out into this rear yard here, where just on your right, you'll see the field, or the paddock, that is closest to the home. High quality fencing, of course, another vehicle gate there. And just beyond that fence you see in the distance, there is actually a small access road taking you to another parcel of land. So you're hopefully getting an idea of how this whole site Wood End Farm fits together. So that's the majority of the land shown to you at eye and bird's eye level. But here we've got the first of the main buildings. So this is a lovely stone building. You can see, whilst this stabling isn't quite as modern as what we've just seen, it's still massively useful. So let's take a closer look. Coming in here, you'll see your power, you'll see lighting, you'll see stable boxes, delineated, and again, loads of potential here. And moving on through, you've got these older animal buildings, which again, have got masses of potential. Coming up the side of this lovely old stone building, we've got some more internal space here. Of course, you'll have seen all this on our floor plans, so it's really nice to reference back to those, but this is a great tack room. You've got toilets and storage in there as well. So this is a lovely place to be. And speaking of lovely places to be, wait till you see what's upstairs. And what a great fun space this is. Obviously enough room for a snooker table, table football, sofas, and there's even space for the all-important bar in the corner, still with some optics. We're not sure if the whiskey's included, but we can find out for you. There's masses of potential with this building for conversion, for reconfiguring. You're never going to regret having a lovely old building, and it really is indicative of this farmhouse property. Of course, we've got to show you the all-important muck pile or manure pile, and that's really nicely enclosed there with that breeze block construction. Coming through that road that I mentioned earlier, this is great for getting your quad bike or your vehicle up through the middle. Of course, you've got a great paddock on the left there. I like to see a bit of post and rail fencing, but also a bit of hedging. It just adds to the aesthetic for me anyway. And of course, here we've got the paddock that sits right behind the house. Now follow us straight up this road because there's a little bit more land to see. So following this road all the way round, parallel with this post and rail fence, we just couldn't resist coming to say hello to the most important residents here, of course. But we just thought we'd show you, dwarfed in comparison to the rest of the land, but always worth seeing. This small patch of land here also comes with the property, so this is a nice bit to add to the curtilage. And now that's the land and the outbuildings done, it's time for the very exciting part of the main residence. I'm going to start with this triple bank of garages here with an amazing apartment up top. Garages first, really high quality. You've pretty much got the width of 3 double garages in here. You can get big vehicles in, you can get out of those vehicles, you can store loads of things here, as you can well see. It's perfect for big families, it's perfect. You could have a gym in here, you could store all your golf clubs, your luggage, and it's very accessible. 3 electric doors, really high quality and high aesthetic as well. Nice painted floor, absolutely perfect. I love a good garage, I'm sure you will as well, so this is one of the best I've seen for a long time. Door to the side of equally nice aesthetic to the garage doors, and this takes us up to the apartment, which is really exciting. I was amazed when I first saw this. This is a brilliant, brilliant addition to the home. Independent relatives, teenagers, young adults, they're going to love being in here. In fact, any adult would love being in here. Very high quality. Got a little kitchenette in the corner here. Take a look at this, because it's really stylishly kitted out. Feels like a bit of a holiday home, so this is really well equipped. You could configure this in many ways, and do look at our floor plan to see how you may do that, but it works very well many different ways, of course. Bit of a living area here with that incredible feature window there overlooking the land, but you can also, of course, have your own privacy. And right next to it is a really big shower room. Just take a look in here. This is a great size. It's great to see natural light coming in on the gable end there. Built-in storage just through there. Big, big shower and bath just around the corner. So that's the garage and apartment building done. Of course, you can see the original farmhouse there sitting proudly. Lots to see in there. If you cast your mind back to that initial entry we showed you, and we advised you just carry on round to a more efficient entrance, this is the gate that initial entry would take you to. So you'll come through the park home there, all the way up to that gate, and you've got access here. So you do have 2 access points. Whichever one you use, of course, will be up to you, the new owner, but we just thought we'd show it to you. So just before we have a look at the main house, just take a look on the right. With all that greenery of all that acreage we've seen, it's easy to overlook the formal gardens. But we certainly mustn't, because these are beautiful manicured lawns, perfect for the family, kicking a ball, letting the dog run around. Lots of privacy here, of course, as there is throughout the whole home. It's good to see this fencing here. There's a gate through to even more gardens on the side. That's just absolutely incredible to have, and the fact it feels dwarfed by the amount of land here says it all, I think. Now, just below the gardens, through these really detailed, high-quality gates, we've got this sunken terrace. Beautiful glass balustrade there to allow you to enjoy all the views. But this is the perfect party area. Of course, you can spend time here with your dog, no matter how big or small they are. You've also got gated access into that extended garden to the side as well. There's external power here, there's outside water points, and it gives you access into the big garden room, which we'll see from within shortly. And last but not least, externally, the front gardens, which of course envelop the entire property even further. Lovely flagged pathway leading to the main entrance porch, and that flagging leads all the way around the house, giving you a really nice perimeter. And speaking of nice flagging, you've got a brilliant terrace patio here, which is accessed straight out of the house via these anthracite bifold doors. This is the perfect barbecue party area, sunbathing area. Nice fence delineating it there. Just over the back there, you've got the dog kennels as well. This is just ticking every box in our opinion, and we haven't even got inside the main residence. So coming through that expectedly high quality front door, we've got a nice entrance porch, which then gives way to a beautiful reception hall. Straight away you can feel the cosier farmhouse feel with these slightly lower ceilings, but the proportions are really impressive. Some understairs storage there, access to the principal rooms, but without further ado, let's take you into the main sitting room, lounge, drawing room, whatever you want to call it. This is a brilliant family space you're going to love using. Lots and lots of natural light coming in through those windows we saw from outside. I love how you've got this cosy area here. Space for, I must say, a fabulous television there. And it wraps around a beautiful wood-burning stove and fireplace there as well. Perfect family room. Of course, you saw the bifold doors from outside. Great to see a pool table here, a nod to the lifestyle that's on offer. You can well imagine it. Speaking of lifestyle, take a look at this. You've even got your very own bar within. This is fantastic. I'm not going to touch that just yet, although I am tempted to. This is really nice, purpose built. You've got the sink, you've got the fridges, you've got space for your glassware, but it's also nicely separated off as well. Perhaps if you didn't want it as a bar, you could just close it off and have a little snug or study room. Back across the reception hall, and before we show you another sitting room and the dining kitchen, just thought we'd show you this rear entrance vestibule, where on my left, your right, we've got quite a big utility room, boot room, good room for the dogs inside, space for everything you need, and a beautiful view over your gardens and beyond. But directly opposite that, I was very impressed when I first saw this gorgeous bathroom, freestanding bath there, luxury pieces throughout, masses of space, and just take a look at this shower, absolutely incredible, rainfall head and the flexi hose. This is just gorgeous, even got a feature radiator there. It really is luxury hotel quality. Also accessed from that reception hall, here we have the sitting room, snug room. I think you'll use this an awful lot. It's still really well proportioned, it's still got natural light, space for the big telly. You can see it takes a large sofa, it's got a nice cosy feel, and this gives us direct access into the dining kitchen, always a popular part of the home. Welcome to the dining cum breakfasting kitchen. Like I say, a communal, popular part of the home, wrapped around the island here. You can well imagine the lifestyle on offer, and that lifestyle is complemented by a nice big range cooker, perfect for the country house. Just love this luxury worktop with that edge there. High quality cabinetry all the way round, space for everything you need, the chef's tap, all the luxuries you'd expect for a house of this calibre. But of course at this end we've also got a big dining setup. Now you could have a sofa here if you do spend a lot of time in here, but I'd quite like to see a family-friendly dining table, and just beyond it on your left there we've got the all-important walk-in pantry. Last but not least, on this ground floor we've got this garden room come orangery. 2 access points out into that sunken terrace we saw before. Loads of space here for the family, for the kids, for the dogs, for the friends. The perfect party house right by the kitchen. Rising up to the top floor, we've got 4 brilliant bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. So let's start on this very end with the master bedroom. And it is masterful in its proportions. It's a double room. There's nice alcoves giving character of the farmhouse feel. Bespoke wardrobes all fitted in there, very stylish but very useful. Multi-aspect, you've got views of the front and the rear. The rear views have got to be my favourite, of course, of those fields. And being the master bedroom, it enjoys its very own ensuite. So this ensuite is luxurious but also really quite spacious. You've got natural light, you've got everything you would need, storage, WC, and a luxurious shower area. Now we're just going to show you the bedrooms as we find them. So moving on down, built-in storage off the landing. On our right, a double bedroom. Brilliant views, brilliant amount of space for additional furniture, perfect for children. I think if you have got children or teenagers, no one's going to argue over who gets the smallest room here, that is for sure. And coming on down to this slightly lower level, you guessed it, we've got another double bedroom. Now I really like this one. It's a multi-aspect being on the end of the building. It's of equally as impressive proportions. And last but not least, on the bedroom front, the smallest room, but still a great size and would make a perfect dressing room, nursery. It's got that multi-aspect with brilliant views. And servicing these last 3 bedrooms, a beautiful shower room, huge shower enclosure there. Love to see that feature glazing. Everything else you would need, nice bright spotlights, perfect. So that's the tour, all done. This is a wonderful property. We hope you've found this video very informative. If you'd like to know more, of course, give us a call here at Chris Hamriding Estate Agents, where we are the Cheshire property experts. We'd love to hear from you, and of course we would love to book you that all-important viewing.
Hi there, I'm Chris Hamriding.
And I'm Pete Hutchins.
And welcome to
Chris Hamriding Estate Agents.
We're so passionate about what we do.
Because we absolutely love what we do. Not only are we available all around the clock,
but we get the results.
In fact, a lot of them.
We're the leading estate agents in Congleton.
We're certainly not your typical estate agents, and we are not afraid to get stuck in. Measuring,
sorted.
Photos,
sorted.
Filming,
sorted.
As Congleton chaps, we've got masses of local expertise all throughout Cheshire and Staffordshire.
So from the town
to the country, we're committed to providing excellent customer service. Whatever the weather.
And don't just take our word for it. Our raving reviews speak for themselves.
Because after all, a great business is based on great service and great people.
And that is exactly what we've got. So whatever your property needs are, we're here to help.
And we cannot wait to meet you.